I ask to COP, yes, it's absolutely brilliant when we see specific commitments around deforestation, around phasing out fossil fuels, around modal shift and new ways to consider transport mobility and so on. All of those things are critically important. But if we don't reform the way in which we take decisions, I fear that we might solve this crisis, but we move on to the next one. So it's why it's so important that we must ensure our systems provide legal requirements on our politicians to act today for a better tomorrow.
We've got Sophie Howe, who is the first Future Generations Commissioner in Wales, which is a transformative role, and I wish that other places around the world or across the UK actually followed suit.
You know, climate justice is a social justice issue. It is a racial justice issue, and making sure that we are seeing those connections and seeking to do the things that improves not just one pillar of well-being.
We can no longer in Wales have a situation where we take decisions in the interests of economic growth whilst damaging other aspects of well-being.
It's extremely bold and extremely impressive, and it seems to run counter to this short-term nature of politics and economics.
Wales was at the forefront of the Industrial Revolution. In fact, the first £1 million cheque for coal was signed in Wales, and now we have aspirations to be at the forefront of the low-carbon revolution. I would like to see a national nature service in Wales where we're pairing young people with the jobs in restoring nature.
From my own sort of personal level, I've got 5 children. I love to see them play in nature, the sort of equivalent of, you know, snow angels in the grass. That sort of thing is incredibly powerful, and the fact that when I spend time in nature, it makes me feel better.
And what we're also seeing is that out there in our NGOs, in our community groups, people are using this framework of the Act to do different and better things. And I think what we're doing here is building a movement of people across Wales. And what we also want to do is to build a movement across the world of countries who are going to adopt this approach.